What is going on, guys? Brent's Bricks back here again with another LEGO 2021 set review. This is the last of the 4 2021 sets that I was able to get, and this is the LEGO set 76382. They're calling these Hogwarts Moments, and this is the Transfiguration Class. Kind of showing you on the back, you can actually see the other 4 sets there, and kind of how the book kind of opens up. This is retails for $30. 3 minifigures in this set here, but we're gonna see actually how big this thing is. It's a relatively sizable set, right? Like, it's bigger than, like, say, a 501st Battle Pack box. So yeah, all right, let's get right into the time lapse. Figures here, we have a nice standard run-of-the-mill Ron Weasley. Nothing too special going on with him here. I think this torso print might be new, but other than that, just regular black short legs there. Bit of printing on the back and kind of the same hairpiece they used for that young Ron Weasley, but nothing too special about him. A nice figure nonetheless. All right, and next up, Hermione Granger. Same kind of situation here. Nothing too special going on there. Just your standard run-of-the-mill kind of year 1, year 2, younger Hermione Granger. One good thing, though, about the Ron and the Hermione is that the torsos are very useful to repurpose to make, you know, multiple students and really kind of fill out a classroom there. So nothing too special about her. And moving on to the best minifigure of this set by far is the Professor McGonagall. Now, the back printing, amazing. Printing on the front, amazing. Another thing that I didn't realize at first, but I thought it may be the case, is this, first of all, the face printing. Let me see if I can get you a little closer here. Is definitely new and improved from the last version, and just the kind of the wrinkles really kind of capturing her look perfectly there. And this hair hat piece is awesome here as well. And I believe not only does the hair look great under there, but the hat itself has a much better shape to it, I would say. I feel like hats that she was in before were just the standard run-of-the-mill kind of perfect wizard's hat, you would say. But yeah, nonetheless, Professor McGonagall going to be definitely the best minifigure in this set by far. And let's go ahead and move on to the set. All right, and here is the finished Hogwarts moment, or more so just a book. You know, they kind of had the Disney series of books, and they were called books, not necessarily Disney moments, but here it is. Here's the final thing. Now, next to a minifigure, it looks sizable. I have fairly big hands, so it seems kind of small in my hand, but, you know, relatively, here's a regular minifigure next to it. It's decent. I definitely think I expected it to be a little bit bigger, but let's go ahead and open this up, and I will show you everything inside and kind of how it looks when it's, you know, at its biggest form. All right, and I gotta say, with this whole thing opened up here, it's pretty sizable. Now, obviously you're relying a lot on your table or whatever surface you kind of have for a lot of your play space here, but the fact that this doubles as kind of a display thing and also a play set is kind of one thing I'm starting to really realize that I like about these sets, and what kind of makes up for maybe its lack in size in terms of the price, right? So $30, I mean, it seems small when it's all closed up, like, oh, really, like, that's it. But they really, really do an amazing job on making the most of all of their space here. If we go ahead and zoom in and get a little bit closer, obviously stickers aren't always the best thing in a Lego set, but I really feel like these stickers, you know, to go behind these archways really add some depth to the set, and they're actually really easy to kind of fit in there because you already got, you know, a nice square to kind of, you know, trace your placing and get that in there nice and straight. And just the way all of this closes up, I mean, putting it together was a pretty awesome building experience because it's only 2 bags, and you know, when you kind of look at what you got, you're like, man, like it kind of seems small, but you know, everything that you get within it, you know, you kind of think, you know, with these side builds here, you know, you kind of start to build some of these first, and you're like, oh man, like, okay, what am I gonna do with all this small stuff, you know, when I'm done with, you know, the whole book part of it here. Now, if we move all of this out of the way and only look at the book here, you know, this is once you build all of that smaller stuff first, then you go into building this here. Now, when I first was building it, and you know, we closed it up to this point, I was like, oh man, like, I really hope they make use of that space. It's kind of beautiful the way it all comes together in amazing game. It's like a Lego game of Tetris, essentially, because this piece right here and all these other pieces have their own spots. Now, I will say this simple table build right here is really nice with these little stools that just have the 2 studs on top there, and they just clip right in and pop right out whenever you need to seat someone. And this just goes right in there like so. Stick your trunk on top of it there. So the chalkboard just has a little snot brick with one of these kind of modified studs or whatever you would call that, just right in the side there. And you build it and you kind of think, oh, I don't know why that's there. And it's just to go right in there. And then this bookshelf and, you know, kind of trophy shelf, whatever you want to call that, just slides in right here. And, oops, almost forgot, Professor McGonagall's desk just flips upside down, goes right on the top there. And when you close all this up, oops, you got to close them first and then put this on. And then it all closes up and makes use of all of that space. All your stuff is in there. All those little side builds are in there. And another cool thing about the top there with these jumper plates is that you think, well, everything is in there besides your minifigures. Well, the best thing about these jumper plates, all of your minifigures will fit up there and hang out wonderfully. So they all have plenty of room. You can arrange a couple more in there on even more of those studs, but that's awesome. I really, really love that. That when I was first building this thing, I thought, man, all these little side builds and everything, like I hope they at least have somewhere to put them. And there it is. That is all of your stuff. There's no little piece to kind of lose or anything like that. That's everything. Now, I mean, you might say, oh, all the minifigures don't fit inside. Well, that's exactly why you got these jumper plates on top, and there goes Scabbers down for the count. Let's go ahead and talk about the final opinion. And I guess it is worth pointing out that the extra pieces in this set include some pretty useful stuff. You get extra wands in 3 different colors. You get a nice little coffee mug. You get another one of these little nano figures, or trophy figures, whatever you want to call them. An extra blue gem, another little small flame there. Decent stuff, not a lot, but decent. And for the instruction booklet, there actually is something different going on. We have a different color, different background color. It's kind of a tan or like kind of parchment paper kind of look to it. It definitely nails the Harry Potter vibe. If you watch the movies, you know what I'm talking about. I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like the paper they use isn't exactly like perfectly white like that. You know, it's got some color to it. And if we go all the way into the back, it has kind of a better look at all the other Hogwarts Moments sets, or Hogwarts books, really. And you got some look at some other stuff that was out in 2020 and still on the shelves. Piece count thing and all that good stuff. But yeah, I thought that different color in the inside there was kind of interesting. All right, so the final opinion. Do I think this set is worth the price that it is? I think absolutely. It's a little smaller than it looks like on the box. Like, the box kind of makes it seem bigger. But to be honest, like, once you finish building this thing and you really see everything that comes within it, I mean, it's awesome. I mean, like, it seems small when it's all folded up, but the fact that everything can fit in there, I mean, and it's pretty easy to put all back together. Let me see if I can do this upside down here. But yeah, just the way it all fits in here. You build the side builds first, and you kind of think, oh man, is this gonna be one of those sets where I have all this extra stuff and I don't know, you know, what to do with it, as I'm still trying to build this upside down here. But yeah, the way it all locks back in, and then, you know, the one thing you could say is, oh, well, once you have it all folded up, what are you going to do with the minifigures? And that's how awesome it is that there are studs on top. And even an extra spot for scabbers there. And that's your whole set right there. I honestly don't even see anything about this thing that would have me rate it less than, you know, a 10 out of 10. I mean, I guess you could say that maybe one more figure would make it better, but I feel like a lot of the times you can say that about a lot of sets. So yeah, I mean, if I had to get technical, maybe it would be a 9.5 out of 10, just because one more figure, you know, maybe Harry in there, but obviously Harry's in another one of these sets, so you gotta, you know, kind of have a driving reason to collect them all. But yeah, just maybe one more figure would make this absolutely a perfect set. But to be honest, 9.5 out of 10, super awesome set. I mean, I am definitely going to be buying the other three. I mean, and it even has these kind of stud pieces on the side there to connect them all together with the, you know, the spines on the outside and make them all look super nice. But yeah, in terms of these Hogwarts Moments sets, I think they're absolutely awesome. Coming out on January 1st of next year. I'm definitely going to be looking out for the other three. And yeah, solid 9.5 out of 10. Now I'm going to cap this video off picking which one of these four first 2021 sets is my favorite. Comment down below which one is your favorite. Comment down below what Harry Potter movie is your favorite. Seeing all the builds on the table, you know, you kind of start from 10, 20, 30, and 30 here. I think my favorite one, I think, is gonna go to the book, or to the Hogwarts moment. I think that's my favorite one. Now, obviously, Star Wars would usually be my go-to pick, but I just feel like this is just so good to be a playset, and then not only can you store it all inside of it when it's folded up, but it also looks really cool on a shelf, and the fact that it's a part of like a 4-book series. Like I would love to see some more stuff like this. I mean, Lego has this piece made now. They have these pieces in their inventory now, so now they have more reason to make more stuff like that. Like definitely you could do 4 more classrooms for Harry Potter. You could probably do some stuff like that with Star Wars, maybe, but it makes more sense for Harry Potter. But yeah, let me know which one of these sets is your favorite in the comments below there. And don't forget, if you're here to the end of this video, I love you and you're an awesome person. Thank you all so much. If you watched all 4 of these reviews, you are an amazing person and you are awesome and you deserve $1 million. Thank you guys for watching. You're all awesome. Brent's Bricks, signing out. Thank you.